around and make a nigga go crazy. Y'all don't know who you fucking with, baby. Y'all gon' fuck around and make us all go crazy. Say la 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 la. Now what my thug motherfucker say? La 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 la.
Dinero, poder y respeto.
In those days, you know, there wasn't Latins doing hip hop, and I remember taking a lot of heat from like a lot of, not like a lot of heat, but just certain remarks that people would say. And it trips me out now. It's funny now, but back then to certain Latin people, it was, you know, that's that black music. Why you fucking with that black shit, you know, and kind of looked at it as funny, you know what I mean? This little break dancing dude that, you know, wants to be in that black music and DJing, and what's up with this dude, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the story, man. I remember this one day at East LA College, it was like in '91. It was Mellow Man Ace and Kid Frost, and I was DJing for Mellow Man Ace, and the show was off the hook, and just the crowd was nuts, and it was just, the whole place was sold out. It was just, but when Frost came out, man, and he did La Raza, man, and I seen all those people just with their fists in the air and just feeling good and just positive, that you know, that's a good feeling, man.
I think at first, you know, being Latino in the rap industry was hard. You know, it was hard 6 years ago when you know, Latino rap in Texas anyway, and I know that it was making some noise through Frost already in California, but in Texas it really wasn't that big. It was really unheard of, you know, and you know, being Latino and in the rap industry, I mean, it was like you were by yourself. There was nobody else there.
You know, South Park Mexican was trying to come up.
SPM, you know my name. I'm the one that came up out the dope game. I paid my dues and kept my cool. I'm the one that told your kid to stay in school. I'm from the streets, thank God for rap. I creep through my hood in a smoke gray lack. Contradiction on my chest, Versace on my clothes. I got too many. Yo.
I remember I worked for a station here in Houston, and we did a car show with, and The Box was running it, which is a radio station here. They didn't want to put South Park Mexican on the show, so he set up a little booth on the side with a stage, and he took over. I mean, everybody went to his stage.
That nigga opened a bunch of doors for a lot of motherfuckers. Any motherfucker trying to get in the rap game, any Latin trying to get in the rap game right now, especially in the South, I can't speak too much on Cali, but especially in the South, I mean, you gotta give that man his props, man, because it's easier for you to go into a store now and get them to order your product. It's easier to go book some shows now. It's easier to fucking get just a whole bunch of shit.
And Pun was the same way over here in the East Coast. He made them believe. You know, his talent is talent. They cannot deny it. It's a struggle, man, just being, you know, not black in this game, you know what I'm saying, straight up. It was real struggle, and too many people don't believe it could happen. You have to make them believe. It's like, you have to pay a lot of dues, man. Black people in this game out here, you know what I'm saying, they the inventors, they're originators.
Big Pun sold 2 million records, almost won a Grammy, you know what I'm saying? He been done took it to the next level. So it's all about good music and having talent, man. Whether you Latino, whether you white like Eminem, or black, whatever the case may be. You just gotta make a hit record, man. You gotta make a song that people can party to. Girls like, dogs like. You know what I'm saying? That's what it all boils down to, man. The music is all about a hit record, man. Word.
Like Pun and Fat Joe, they didn't limit themselves to just one particular audience. They talked about things that anybody can relate to. You know, black, white, Hispanic, Latin, Asian, whatever.
Remember that it goes beyond being Mexican. You gotta have a black dude to wake up in the morning and want to go buy your shit.
One thing about Cypress Hill is that even though, you know, $10 of, you Cuban descent, Be Real is of Mexican Cuban descent. They never just said, you know what, this is, this is just for la raza. This is just for the homies. You know what I mean? You have to give something that people can relate with. People in the Midwest, people overseas, stuff like that. They can't relate sometimes to stuff that's happening in your hood because it's different in different places of the world, you know what I mean? And I don't think they should pigeonhole themselves, because if they do, and then you have only one vision of what that's supposed to be.
A lot of things with Chicano rap is Chicanos need to travel, man. They need to go to New York. They need to go to London and Japan. They need to see what else is out there, and then they need to soak it in and come back here and then go back in the studio and see what they do. You know what I mean?
How Pun and Joe and South Park Mexican and Frost, all those people toured, been around the world, got to see different countries, different cultures. So it expanded their mind, seeing all those different things. It's not a choice, once you've seen all that stuff, you have all that information.
I feel like, once fools get out of that whole neighborhood mentality thing, and not saying leave it and turn your back on it, because it's always going to be a part of me, but, realize there's a whole nother world, a whole nother conscious level of existence where, even bigger problems than the ones you have in your neighborhood exist.
Mexicans fit a stereotype, Mexican rappers fit a stereotype as I'm in my lowrider, bouncing up and down, and to me that's whack. I'm Mexican and I'm proud to be Mexican, but at the same time I want to hear music that's with passion, that's with that talks about struggle, that talks about life type shit.
A lot of the writing is one-sided, geared toward just a certain fan base. When you make music, when you write about things, you gotta write things in a universal sense where anybody can relate to what you're writing about. Most groups don't do that, and that's why they stay in one particular, as we call the car show circuit,
Feeling kinda fresh, the second top breath go dial on my hun. Leave the baby daddy get the pad, the man that got mad, she left looking fine, hun. Looking for a minute, talk sweets a lot in her feet. Little did she know the plan got the feet. I creep taking my time, hun. 3 steps ahead in my mind, hun. So if you ever get the chance to come across bosses, sicko on my hun. Sip it, dip it, damn, decide, honey, be begging to ride. All the talking she do with you mean, talking to pride, seen side 3 fitted to hit it, I'm all in it. Man, cause I quit it and spit it to come get it. Deny she tried, baby girl, don't lie. Dick up in your mouth like a 9 to 5, I done close the deal and heart bugs you feel. That's a personal problem.
A mis camaradas, vatos rapeando, pantalones colgando ando. No nos respeta la industria como debería. ¿Quién diría? Le pongo machina a los tipos como Echevería. Que el Señor lo bendiga.
The whole problem with being a Latin artist is that they consider you a Latin artist, so they get all confused and shit, you know what I mean? They don't know what to do with you, but, if they look past the fucking, they look past fucking where my parents were born, then, it'd be all good.
Man, I think straight up what it boils down to is, just, getting a deal, getting marketed, If they put a video of us on MTV or BBT and had us at, these interview things and promoting us nationwide, we gonna sell. It's just hello, we right here, We right here, we at your doorstep, what's going on here. I mean, add up the stats, We sell this X amount of units in this area times 50 states, whatever, people, it's money to be made, so we here, But, put my shit on there, nationwide, pump me up, and I bet you I sell, 3 or 4 million for them,
Actually, what I think it would take for Latin to get recognized in this game, in my opinion, man, number one thing I think would be promotion. Gotta promote these motherfuckers, right? There's a lot of boys out here with heat, but they ain't getting promoted right. Gotta have that money behind them. Plus, they gotta have the right production. They gotta come with some fire to actually get recognized in that urban market. Really get respect from them.
There's a lot of street politics too involved and shit that really fuck up the scene and shit, but that we can't do nothing about and shit. That's the way it is out here and shit. I think that's the difference too.
I said with Motown, it was more like we were the first Latino artists on their label, so it was kind of hard for them to you know what I'm saying, they didn't know which angle to go, you know what I'm saying, with the Latin stuff. And plus back then, 93, 94, nobody was really up on that, you know what I'm saying, with the Spanish rap, you know what I mean? So it was like, you know, how do we market these guys, you know? You know, we were hitting the wrong markets, you know? A lot of the shows that we were doing were in the wrong spots, you know?
Basically, right now, Chicano rap, even though it's been around for a long time, a lot of these people don't understand the promotion because you have to hit the streets. They gotta be willing to spend a little more money. We need to get in more magazines. We need to get on TV, commercials. We need to do that to blow up to the next level. You know, we could do flyers and posters all day, but that shit gets old, homie. You need to hit the front lines. They need to, you know, they gotta learn. They waste a lot of money, a lot of first artists, and they didn't understand it, and they lost money.
Jay Prince from Rap A Lot Records, he flew me to Houston. You know, they picked me up in a limo. He was ready to do whatever I wanted. He said, you can use any producer. He goes, I'll help you go gold. You know, he showed me how Master P did it. You know, it's a trick of the industry, which some of you might know, you know. And, you know, and he was, I mean, homeboy was just, he loved it. He was, what do you want to do? Who do you want to do it with? Everything. And I went to WCW and I was like, look, I got a deal from Tommy, but I got a deal from Rap A Lot. And them motherfuckers wouldn't let me do shit, man. Can you believe that? Here, think about it. Here I would have been the only rapper in wrestling with his song on the radio. Do you know how many more people we would have put in the seats or how much publicity that would have been for WCW? But instead of thinking business, they thought racism. They thought, fuck that, man. We don't want some Latino blowing up.
I think Universal had a little problem targeting the Latino audience. I think that they knew rap music at another level, or as sort of mainstream rap music.
Is it the right motherfuckers promoted the right way, in the right town, the right city, and they give you the right airplay, they give you the right fucking deal. Everybody got to fuck everybody in this Chicano rap thing, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's just rap. It's this fucking rap business, you know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of the labeling of Latin rap, Mexican rap, Spanish rap, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they want to call it, you know what I'm saying? It's rap, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, it's rap. That's what we doing, we rapping.
I'm just trying to take it to another level. Actually put someone where they don't describe him as a Latino rapper. They describe him as a hip hop artist.
Pun.
Big Pun. Big Pun, you know, Fat Joe, you know, they're hip hop. You know, they're not just a Latino rapper.
So I don't really call it like Spanish rap, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just as black as any black nigga in the streets. Hip hop is universal, man, and a lot of the stuff they do, which is dope, and I can get with because it's representing my Latino culture, but they use a lot of the Spanish beats and all that, and this is a predominantly black industry. So it's like, you know, you gotta come with something the majority of the fans can get with. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong, they make good music, those are my peoples. And but it all happened, man. It all happened. Well, it took me 9 years to get to this point right here, man.
And so I don't want to keep calling Gemini a Latin artist. Why can't he just be a motherfucking artist that can flow?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why his ass is gonna fuck with every black club in this city. Cause I'm gonna prove to everybody he's just an artist, man.
I think that we need to get off a little bit and back off this Chicano rap and labeling it so tough. Because I think that's hurting it. I think it just needs to be, how about everybody just try to make a dope record and be a Latin?
I think that we're trying to compete with them stupid, you know? We're a whole different type of music. You know, there's like white rap, you know, like Beastie Boys and like Limp Bizkit, they ain't trying to compete with Jay-Z and all them. And if we try to compete with Jay-Z and try to sound like Jay-Z, that's where the shit sounds whack. You know, got these fools trying to cross over, it sounds shitty. You know, we're Chicano rapping. We shouldn't try to be nothing else besides Chicano rap.
I mean, we're Chicano. I rap for Chicanos. I'm not trying to get across the blacks. I'm not trying to get across the whites. I'm trying to promote for my people, homie, and that's it, period. You know what I mean? So be who you are and be proud of what you are.
I feel like one of the biggest advantages we got right now compared to fucking few years ago is that we are Latin. You know what I'm saying? We're all Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, whatever you might be. You know what I'm saying? That's like our advantage right now because the black market is saturated. You know what I'm saying? It's like Every motherfucker, I swear to God, I know a million motherfuckers that got record labels.
Say, they forgetting the Mexicans, man. So, you know, we feel like, hey, if we can't play football, if we can't be the best at basketball, if we can't be the best actors, if we can't be the best singers, if ain't nobody letting us do that, well then let's just be the best at being the most craziest motherfuckers on earth.
Yeah, it don't stop. That's just free, you know what I'm saying? That's free for you. I got it on sale. Check it out on TV. Watch my shit just sell. It's gonna sell in the store when it drops. Sell out everywhere, record shops. Much love to the mom and pops because they keep the shit going. Everybody knows that my skills, they be flowing. Flowing like a shark in the motherfucking water. Don't leave me at home with your dirty ass.
We dropped the first album. Motherfuckers loved it. You know, we started getting a following. We dropped the second album, it even got bigger. We dropped the third album and sold 100,000 CDs in one day. The day I dropped, that was the third wish. Independent, all independent. So more albums than any other independent record company in the world.
Units, we did like between 30 and 50 on book one. Independent, you know what I mean, with no promotion, no ads, no radio, no nothing. So it was cool, you know what I mean, if you're getting the full amount for the CD, you know what I'm saying?
My first album, SoundScan is like 57,000 right now, you know.
One thing about these record labels, brother, you won't be nothing but a tax write-off. You hear me? A tax write-off, nigga. So when you think you're taking that big $150,000 deal and what you do, flouse out, go buy your Benz. That's your last check you gonna see, dude.
Let's say you get a contract, $350,000 contract. You probably see 50 off of that. 75 if you good. If the people that getting you the deal showing you some kind of like, you get that. The lawyer gonna hit you. You got a little money, whatever. You need to stretch that money as long as the album come out.
I want to do shit on my own. I want to sell out of my trunk. You know, I put the Hotel Mafia, sold 4,000 or 5,000 copies in 6 days. $4 or $5 profit a CD. Fuck a big record deal. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that. I'm doing music for my people. They're satisfied. They wouldn't be buying it if they weren't. And when I put out this year, I'm gonna put out 11 albums. In 2002, I'm putting out 11 albums. And if I could sell 20 or 30, thousand copies of each album, even 10,000 copies. You know, I'm selling 150,000 copies at $3 or $4 profit. I'm gonna have money in my pocket and I'm gonna have somebody knocking on my door.
They let me $10.
And when they knock on my door, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is what I want.
Nigga, you recoup $1.50 off every CD sold. The label makes $6.50 profit. So let's just break it down by 1,000. You said label gives you $2,000 as an advance. Do you know how many CDs you gotta sell to pay back that $2,000? 4,000 damn near CDs, probably around 3,500 at $8 a ticket. So what the label make off that 2,000? You do the math.
So that's why I went independent. Let me see the, $6, $7 off my own CD. Let me get all my points, all my publishing. It's my shit. Let me A&R this.
I don't want to say no names, but the company I was with, Dump Records, everybody knows, they do a lot of sales backdoor, which is through the swap meets and stuff. They do a lot of sales through the Lowrider Tour. I sat in the booth at Lowrider Tour for 4 years and signed hundreds of CDs every show. That'll never come up in SoundScan or nothing like that. The first G-File album did okay. This last G-File album doing, we're at maybe 30 or 40,000. And the way I see it, if you're selling 100,000 records like you a Little Rob or something like that, that's where you want to be.
He got my name out there, but it didn't give me no money. You know what I mean? Didn't get me paid. You know what I mean? It got him paid. Definitely, I know that. Not me.
Cuando el día se convierte en noche, guachan las chispas que vuelan del coche. Little Rob es un locote. Thought I was done? Fuck no, I won't let it go. See, I made you what you want, puto, and everybody knows. I'm finna hide what's so obvious. Without Little Rob around, homeboy, you ain't got no audience. You're fucking fraudulent. You lost your common sense. Not just a little bit, but all of it. Heard you got an album coming out and say, what you calling it? Featuring Little Rob. That way you sell one, motherfucker. Check the barcodes, the one that stand. Or you ain't got those to the wrong mind. You crossed the wrong line. I'm an earthquake ready to happen, and you're standing over.
Rob has a lot of talent.
because he's a cool dude. You know, the last couple of years he's been getting fucked. He hasn't seen penny one of anything that's coming. You know, and I know he's made a lot of money because I look at the figures every day. You know, I've seen the sound scans and I know what goes on. I know how much money Rob should have made, but you know, he didn't see it. Millions. There's millions of dollars made.
I put my trust in somebody down here and it just didn't happen, you know what I mean? And he started selling my CDs along with his with the same barcodes. And they say you scan one of mine, it comes up his, you know what I mean? That's how fraud it gets, you know what I mean? That's how fake people are. They ain't got no confidence in themselves to be able to make it themselves.
I had the same exact barcode on like all my albums on the streets because I have a real distribution deal, which they don't really allow you to have their same codes to sell on the street because then people could return them and get your money back. So what we did was they said I couldn't even put a code. But if you don't put a code, they'll consider them phony CDs on the, like the RA, which is like an FBI thing of CDs. They take all bootlegger CDs. And if you don't have a barcode, it's considered a bootleg, which people don't know about.
Don't buy anything that says Little Rob and Low Profile put together. You know, you can buy Low Profile if you want, just as long as Little Rob's name's not on it. Little Rob doesn't see any of that money, and he should be.
I broke off from royalty after all this, all this bullshit was going on. You know, I had some problem with some dudes down here, you know what I mean, because I didn't want my name nowhere around a certain other person, you know. And he went ahead and did that. I don't know, he thought it was funny. He thought he could talk to me in a bitchy kind of way, like he could talk to me like that. You know, that ain't gonna fly. You know what I mean? Not with me. So you know, that was pretty much it. Then I started finding out everything else about the barcode situation and you know, the way he would talk about me and bring up things, you know, behind my back. You know what I mean? The way a punk would do it.
There's no computers at the swap meets. No matter if you have a code or not, they can't sound scan shit. So that code didn't even fucking matter. What matters is what I manufactured. You know, he didn't want to check out the paperwork what I manufactured. It's open to anybody. Like I was explaining to you, there's a code on every CD. You can know exactly what anyone pressed.
You know, and I would bother royalty for a long time. You know, let's put out my album, Can't Keep a Good Man Down. That was supposed to come out almost 2 years ago. I would bother him, you know, let's put it out. And for some reason, it never was happening, you know. And Can't Keep a Good Man Down. And I went down there and I busted some lyrics over tracks, you know. But they were practice, you know what I mean? They were practice. I was messing around. You know, he kept those, you know what I mean? You know, so when I leave, he decides to put it out at the same time I'm trying to progress, you know what I mean? Trying to hold me down. Exactly what the title of that album is, Can't Keep a Good Man Down. Can't Keep a Good Man Down is the one he's putting out, but that's the fraudulent one, you know? But it's not royalties. I don't like to say it's royalties, it's fucking mine. You know, that's just someone trying to steal it and sell it and make the money off me. You know, that's all right, you know, we'll see who has the last laugh, and I definitely won't stop until I win.
Hey, Lil Rob, check this out, fool. You ain't shit, homie. You know what I made your whole motherfucking career. And check this out. You know what, homie? Wish out million never sound like you. I took you by the hand and guide you through. Signature records ran by dumb fucks. Gang banging in the mall, homie. What the fuck? Fucking phony ass lame, homie. Low pro motherfucking gangsters, homie. What you gonna do, homie, when I catch you motherfucking slipping? What you gonna do, homie? The fuck you gonna do, homie?
The shit about me not being a low pro artist, I'm not. I sold those tracks on that record individually to my homeboy Tricky, from Trick Nasty Entertainment. Individually for it was supposed to be a compilation. And he got a hold of Royalty, and Royalty brainwashed him and told him, you know what, you got a gang of songs on Shadow, why don't we just do a little Shadow Presents the Mayhem Click, since he already got that name out there, you know what I'm saying? So Tricky's like, oh, alright. He offered him money, Tricky took it. Then Royal calls me and wants to pay me to use the name, the Mayhem Click. I said, go ahead, I don't give a shit, you know? It was never anything strong anyway, so he used it. And it ended up being that motherfuckers think it's my album. It's not. It's a fucking compilation. All those songs on that record you can find on the fucking like 3 other compilations and shit. And I mean, he knows I did a song getting at him for that shit he did on the CD. But actually, that's why he did that shit on the CD, because that's the only way he could get at me. And that was a last minute thing he did. The record was done. He couldn't diss me on the track. So he said, fuck it, I'm gonna print something on the back. When people buy it, they're gonna read it.
Take it how you want it. Hate me, love me. Have your bitch come suck me. I'm still here, rotate.
That's right.
Peace.
When the chronic smoke clears, we'll still be standing. 2013, we're still commanding. Still got the block on lock, airtight. So tell me what's that low pro like? Biatch!
Stepping through the hood like a motherfucking G. It's the #1 Vato in your hood, royalty. President of Latin rap, strapped at all times. Cause Vato's in the cut, thought we're trying to steal my shine. Got soldiers on the line with 16 shotters, waiting for me to say, do what you gotta. The next level shit, fuck the rap game. I make it rain and say, I bring the pain. Rip out your frame, blow out your brain. Fuck what you claim, it's the low pro game. Got 'em running scared, got 'em running fast. Running for my gun, cause they know I'm gonna blast.
You read what it says on the chest, right? Sud, homie, Southside, Rivera gang. Punk. Can't fuck with this. Fuck Royal Fleet, punk. Fuck Trick a Lick. Palito, you's a bitch. Anybody down with you, fuck you too, homie. Old Town, Puto Rivera Viejo gang.
When you're in a record label, motherfuckers want to get paid. You know, people want to get money, man. You know what I mean? This shit ain't free. You know, regardless of what it is or what they say or whatever you do, I mean, you gotta have at least get something. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think them guys are treating my homie right, man. And you know, Jerry Howard gonna be Jerry Howard. He's a shark, he's a man. Word up. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it too. Ain't nobody hating on this side, but you know, when people split and do their own thing, it's because things weren't right.
Hey, you know, it was all good when motherfuckers over there, but it's all about making money, homie. I've been doing this for 10 years. I run this shit. It's all about making money. Hey, you know what the bottom line is? Slow Pain got the right formula. I know what the fuck the streets want to hear. I know what the streets, Old Town Gangsters, Old Town Mafia, running shit. We sell records, boy. We sell records, boy.
Welcome to the motherfucking Hood Patrol. It's that gangster motherfucker, Lil Savage from that Old Town clique. And this dedicated to all my Southside homies. Everybody throw your shit up. All my Mexicans, bald-headed tattoo, true banging blue soldiers. Gangsters from everywhere, bumping my flow. Paying big dollars because they know when we're on the stage, we in the crazy ass stage, homie.
To the terror squad with Joe had, you know what I'm saying, his little camp, they wasn't going nowhere. Them, you know, a nigga like Pun come out of nowhere and just blow shit up and put niggas in different levels that they'd never seen before. And even through all that, Pun was never considered a part, you know, like a partner in the Terror Squad deal, when he's the one who put Terror Squad on. So, you know, it was mixed emotions with Pun too in that situation. Because, you know, Joe could say all the words he wants on radios and say Pun's the best, but at the end of the day, when it came to business, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't treating Pun fairly. So that was always an issue.
It's like phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? My brother ain't here right now, it's just like phenomenal. That's another added pressure, you know what I mean? Because at least I had the luxury of Method Man, Redman, and me and Pun, dynamic duo, you know what I'm saying? Right. Now I'm by myself, man, but you know, I'm gonna stay strong and hold it down, you know?
Pun was the nigga that fought for us when he was here, you know, for me and Sace. After that, after Pun passed away, you know, things got shady. It went back to how it was in the beginning, which was forget about us, you know, throw us in the back burner, and we don't really like them, you know what I'm saying? They really whack, and, you know, all them little stupid shits was said.
Well, as far as Terror Squad go, business-wise, I'm not dealing with them under no contracts or nothing like that. I'm on my own independent.
Let's go, it's over. Alright, I don't think y'all heard me, y'all. Matter of fact, take that white shit off. Take that shit off, dog. Yo. I'm the only nigga I trust. Cause water runs thicker than blood. The trail hurts worse than the knife in the gut. Live in the cut. It happened at the Babylon Club. Nigga acting out frontin' for his tagging on thugs. Got the guts is trying to set me up. To let me up. Let me up. Should've never let me up. That's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Politics can't do this in front of people. You gotta catch that shit behind the scenes. Shut up! They talking shit while I'm talking serious business. And I'm drunk. I'm gonna tell you the truth because I'm drunk.
Well, that's, you know, that's altercation, and I can't really talk about it because, You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like Jimmy's Cafe, it was an altercation with people, you know, two people I knew, you know, was ready to fight, and I tried to stop them. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, one of the peoples ended up, you know, punching me in my face. So what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I had to get up and rock the nigga in the jaw piece, and you know, and that's when the nigga started holding me. And somebody came from the back and, you know, sliced me up after I threw that punch. That's an unfortunate situation, you know what I'm saying, that happened. Because the punch that was thrown at me shouldn't even never happen, you know what I'm saying? As far as like how the whole world looks at it, it was a lot of important people that day there. And there was like 300 cops out there, so it was the stupidest place to even set something off on. But you know, it was just like, you know, unfortunate, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm the one with 73 joints in my face. So, you know, and I was the one trying to stop shit. So I can't figure that out yet either.
The shit with me and Little Rob.
You thought I was gone, but I'm back.
Legit. I'm gonna stick on it like this for that Mexican gangster. First of all, he lives in Solana Beach. That's nowhere near San Diego. That's about a good 25 minutes away from San Diego by the racetrack. Area code is 858. Not even 619. That's one thing I got against him, that he from Dago, and everything around him is 619 this, 619 that. SANDIEGO, whatever the fuck he says. He's a mean weed smoker. He never smoked weed around me for the fucking time that I kicked it with him.
History in life.
Never ever smoked weed around him.
Hey Shaq, can you give me the honors?
Go ahead, dog.
I'm gonna keep it clean, homie. I'm gonna keep it clean, homie. Shadow got at Rob, you remember. And he told him, your girl's getting at me, dog. Rob started saying, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Whoa. So gave me a big shout out, and he said, fuck it. She's and he
I'm not saying, I'm not being a dick or an asshole.
The truth.
It's the truth, homie.
Shadow, just don't think nothing of him. I worked with them, but you know, that's just you know, another person that, not a man of his word, you know what I mean?
I always had respect for Kid Frost because he was the first Latino that I ever heard rap some shit that I really felt on a national level. I think I met him at the LA Sports Arena, and he went there to say what's up. And I go, you want to come up into the ring? And he went there to say what's up. And I go, you want to come up into the ring with me? So it was packed. The LA Sports Arena was packed. You know, I know Kid Frost hadn't been in a crowd like that probably maybe in his career, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to show him love, you know? And then I told him, you know, I'm doing some shit with Mad One in LA, you know, and he goes, well, can I stop by and see what's cracking? I said, sure. So he went in there, you know, he made friends with Mad One, with Elo, with the whole camp, you know, so he was like, you know, I'm down for whatever, you know, and I was like, cool, I'm going to Donnie and Marie, you know, next week. You want to kick it? You know? You know, he was like,
all the white people, get your hands up.
You know? But it was cool, you know. Then we did the video in Fullerton and Tokerstown. We put Frost on again. You know, we had nothing for love for him. Then Frost got with Mad One, right? And they did their shit. And then Mad One was the first one that kind of started to tell me, you know, Frost is like, where's K-Dog? Does he call you? Why ain't he here? You know, and Mad One would always be like, well, motherfucker's on the street trying to make shit work. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to cut deals for us, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, kind of trying to make him think twice about me, my allegiance or whatever, you know? And then the next thing, you know, we were at a lowrider thing in, I think, San Bernardino, and Homeboy got up on, we gave him props. He went up and started to talk shit about us. That he wasn't, you know, we weren't on his level, or what was he saying?
His level.
You know, and then just talking shit.
Talking about like down talking Dago, we show nothing but love, you know, like I said, but what goes around comes around, man.
And then what pissed me off the most is Homeboy came up, you know, in his car, and the homie that was by him, I don't know his name, you know, he was trying to give me some love, and while I had my hand in the car, he drove away. I said, fuck this fat son of a bitch. Fuck you, Frost. That's why nobody in your camp hangs out with you. Even Baby Beach told us the same shit. He went to fuck with South Park Mexican because you were trying to hold them back and down. Those are his words. Sorry, Baby Beach, but I'm the real. You know what I'm saying? You can't use motherfuckers.
I want to say something too, man. Frost, that time that you came on down here, you got me to put them tracks to the side. You know, I charge, you know, a certain amount of money
and you didn't come on through. And when you make a promise and shit, man, it's like, you know, in Dago, when we promise shit, we promise shit. You talking all this high power shit, talking about, oh, I could pay for this and this and that. I'm like, cool, but if you can't afford it, just come with the real. I could always drop down a little price for Frost, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But no, just don't be coming with that bullshit, homie. You know what I mean?
He can't pay shit because a nigga had to take a bus to meet us at the studio in LA. But the bottom line is, I'm gonna keep this shit real.
No, I want to keep it real too. Hold on. I dropped them off at the Amtrak one time.
Frost! I'm gonna keep it clean, and I hope he hears this. Hey,
To the world, it's known as Kid Frost.
Yeah, Kid Frost.
Now he's just Frost.
Now he's just a big fat fuck that sucks dick and lies to people and tells them he's 34. You're 40, you stupid fuck. 44. I'm keeping it clean. Where's my thesaurus saying? Hold on, I'm gonna prove it. Check this out, homie. Check this out. Arturo Molina, 5/31/1962.
Close up, close up.
Close up. Your appointment with Dr. Diet, you fat fuck. Arturo Molina, 5/31/1962. You're gonna be 40 years old, homie.
I was burned out on hip hop, dog. You know what I mean? I was burned out on, you know, all the critics talking shit, you know, Source magazine and all these magazines talking about, you know, we sucked and you know, Sendog couldn't bring it and Sendog sucks and all this and that, you know what I mean? And it was honestly causing problems, you know, within the band, within Muggs and I.
When Sendog left the band, it affected the live show more than anything.
When you first get famous and got a lot of money and shit, people try to get in your ear and you know, before you know, hey man, you guys don't need that dude, man. You guys could do it yourselves, man. And that's another thing, you know, another guy you don't have to pay. There's more money for you guys. And that's what they were telling them. That's what people was telling them, you know what I mean? And, you know, I guess they felt that that was the way to go, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wasn't going to sit there and, you know, have, you know, pay cut and told that I wasn't as valuable to the group as the rest of them. You know, I was the person who started everything on the block that led to the groups and all that shit. So I decided right there, okay, cool. You guys feel like you could do it without me and we could be better and all that shit? Here, fine, bam, go.
We definitely felt, you know, we had a limp because with Sendog up there, his visual presence is something to be reckoned with, you know what I mean? And, I mean, he goes among one of the top hype men as far as hip-hop groups that are out there, you know what I mean? He's up there.
And for a long time, you know, it was like I held it up inside because there was nobody that I should really tell that shit to other than Muggs. And until he and I got together one day and we had dinner at my house and shit, and you know, we got drunk and high and we told each other everything what he didn't like about me. I told him what I didn't like about him, and you know, ever since then, shit, we've been straight. We got no problems at all.
When you see Cypress Hill, you need to see that balance. You need to see, you know, Be Real, you need to see Sendog, and a lot of times you're looking at Sendog because he's the one that's wilding out and doing all this crazy shit, you know, and we need that.
My decision to, you know, go ahead and start doing my own thing was the best thing that I could have ever done. You know, doing that SX10 trip, you know, there was nobody else that would write lyrics with me or whatever, so I done it all myself, you know, just learned writing songs, structuring songs, you know, being creative, learning how to, you know, reject ideas, knowing that they're not good enough and coming with better shit, all that stuff, you know what I mean? So when I did do the Cypress thing, came back into the Cypress thing, it was like a different send-off, you know what I mean?
You could see how much more he added when he came back, as opposed to when he was gone and we were carrying the shows without him. It was hard, but necessary, and you know, we're glad to have him back for sure.
I'm a punk like that, homie, really? Oh, you think I'm a punk? I call you a punk, bro. Homie, so you think I ain't little one?
What's up, dog? You want to handle this?
You think I ain't little one, homie?
One-on-one, homie.
You think I'm a prospect, homie? You think I ain't little one, homie?
Nobody jump. I don't give a fuck. And say you
Watch out.
call me out, dog, with you.
Hey, watch out. Let's take you somewhere else. I mean, right here, too, you know, this is a click.
Homie, look, this is what I got.
I don't give a fuck about
Let's walk over there, homie. Let's walk over there.
I don't give a fuck about no gang.
Where you from, homie?
OTS.
All right, I'm gonna keep it clean, homie, but don't tell me I ain't little one, homie.
I don't give a fuck if you are or not, pero you call me out, let's handle it, doggy.
Well, let's walk over somewhere else, dog.
Let's go, man.
No.
No, one-on-one, dog. He called me out, let's handle it, doggy.
Take it somewhere else.
Oh, man, homie, I'm a man, doggy. No. I was like, you guys want to, you know, nah, you could score some clothes. Little one. I didn't say I was a little one. I didn't say I was a little one. I don't give a fuck. Hold on. Give my hand. That's my homeboy. I'm glad. There you go.
Ooh, it hurts, doesn't it? Knock his ass out.
See what happens? You see? You stupid motherfuckers. Keep your mouth shut. God damn it.
I don't know what to say. All I got to say is, come on, I was trying to keep it cool, you know what I mean? Raul was tapping on my shoulder telling me the police. I said, all right, fuck it. And then tipped him.
I know you guys were listening. We told you that we had something special for you. We have someone special here for you. We have our man, our main homeboy went off pretty good. The homie Little One from SD. What's up, Little One? What's going on, baby?
Little Uno, 619, you know how we do.
Alright, we gotta do this real quick, like. Little One.
Yeah.
Who was your inspiration, homie?
Nobody. No one. Myself. I got started in the game when I was playing marbles one day and Satan came up to me. Then I did my record. That's why they're so damn devilish.
Cash, cars, women, holla if you want it. Fortune, fame, power, holla if you want it.
We know cats that, you know, we grew up with or had some type of a relationship with them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like this, dog, you know, like, if these cats, you know, they're still rapping or whatever, these cats ever dare diss me, you know what I'm saying? Dog, it's like this, I'm not about to take it like, and start fucking flipping CDs and CDs and CDs after. I'm not a rapper, dog, I'm a motherfucking fighter, so believe that I'll be fucking beating your broke ass up and down your fucking street, you know what I'm saying? If you want to fuck with me like that, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know what I'm saying? I'll spit a fucking, I'll spit a fucking verse, you know, when my boy Sin, just to fucking relay that message to the motherfucker. But I'll be at your doorstep ready to fucking, you know what I'm saying, mop you up. That cost me more than my rolling just to be on that bullshit. I would have gone in, but you know I got sponsored a couple years ago. Some shit went down at a female acquaintance's house, and you know, to make a long story short, you know, two cats tried to get crazy. Both these cats were bouncers, so they were pretty big fellas. You know what I'm saying? And jumped me in with a fucking bar. You know what I'm saying? With a iron or a hollow iron bar, right? They got me, they got my back a little bit and kind of took care of that cat, you know. Kind of got hurt a little bit with golf clubs. So, you know, that's how that went down. Sorry about that, gentlemen. I didn't try, you know, it's just an eye for an eye sometimes. It's an experience that you live through and you definitely learn from. We just ended up copying a plea.
The shit that's fucking shit up is all the bottom line is hating instead of helping each other out.
Just the nature of, I guess, fucking Latinos, you know what I mean? We fucking tend to just, I mean, I don't know if they call us crabs in a bucket, you know what I mean? Because when one of us is climbing up, you know, the other ones tend to drag down and shit.
I do believe that there's a lot of jealousy within the Latin market itself down here. What you have is like the crab box syndrome. A bunch of crabs in a box trying to get out, but they always pull each other back down. They don't want to see another one get out there and just fucking, you know what I'm saying, do his thing. There's a lot of jealousy out here, I ain't gonna lie.
It's just people don't want to see you come up. They don't even know you.
You know, you have a nice car and you carry yourself a certain way. Automatically, people that don't know you'll say, you know, that fool's arrogant or whatever. But, you know, I like to focus more on people that are doing things in life. You know, there's been haters always.
It's little different hates in every different little towns. Like, they hating you because you coming up. They hating you because you what you got. They hating you because, you know, you's a thug, now you doing real things.
You're not gonna hate on anybody that's worse than you. You're only gonna hate on somebody that's gonna have more than you, or is seeming to do more than you, or have more attention than you, because you want that. So they gotta get into their heads that, you know what, you make your niche, you make your shit, and fuck what anybody else is really, you know, trying to do, you know, get your thing on.
I don't really got time to talk about all these fucking haters. People hating on me on your video. Fuck all them, homie. It's all about low profile. Every motherfucker knows they've all came to me. I'm the motherfucker you all came to and asked for my motherfucking help. I've never once asked anyone for shit.
You know what? I don't even pay attention to the hate because I think like if you're on somebody else's mind and what you do is so concerned, you know, they're so concerned with what you're doing, I mean, that's kind of good, you know what I'm saying? And maybe the more they hate on you, the harder you're going to want to make them work because, I mean, they ain't going to get anywhere hating on you. So pretty much I leave the hate alone. I don't even pay attention to it because I got better things to worry about.
They want to know who she be because I'm wrecking it, testing it. Ain't no other like me. 7 is definite, having it, loving it. Everything I got just be wanting it. Handle it, my style unequivalent. Let's discuss it. Who's making it? 7. Who's taking this game and changing it? 7. Who's faking it? Niggas that try to take the style, I'm laughing, keep giving it. Can't believe it, how I'm spitting it, hitting it now. Wishing it, I live it, ain't no stopping, no quitting it now. Pretty face to kill it with, platinum voice to make it hit. Look innocent, dirty.
Keep a watch for why, cause niggas be plotting to fry you. Your man to be disguised too, really a wolf beside you. I've been in wars, it's tribal, I bear the wounds. Now I'm liable to pull out tools and lay a few on my rivals. Walls closing in, got me zoning with the pen.
I think it's just the mentality of the street, you know what I mean? It's natural like if I were to walk down the street, you know what I mean, and I see another bald-headed Mexican dude, you know, with tattoos, he's gonna look at me, you know what I'm saying? And he's gonna give me that look, you know, and it's like, that's just the way it is, dog. Whenever you bump into somebody, you know, instead of fucking looking at each other like with respect, right off the bat, motherfuckers are looking at each other with that test, you know what I mean? And everybody's trying to fucking prove who's the sickest, you know, and that's probably it, you know what I mean?
All you motherfuckers who you know think you gangbang and you're doing this and you're doing that, gangbang then, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. When you're coming into the rap thing, rap or shut the fuck up.
And I think there's more to life for a young person with, you know, a bit of a mind or leadership skills than to go, you know, wasting his particular, you know, young adult life, you know, getting in trouble, going to jail, being from a gang and getting known for that, you know, probably getting shot or worse, you know, having somebody do a drive-by and somebody in your house get shot.
If you're out there representing a clique or representing a color, you know, y'all the ones out there making us weak. And if you a goddamn fool out there shooting up motherfuckers and beating up motherfuckers and acting a nut, I want to tell y'all that it's real easy to be a fool. Anybody can be a fool. You can get butt naked, run down the street and shoot everybody you see. Anybody can act a fool, but not anybody can be real men. So if you think you crazy or if you local and all that, you ain't crazy, you ain't local, you just a coward that gave up on life and don't give a damn whether you live or die.
Every time that I spit shit, I spit hella sick. I ain't fucking with no luck. It's the same when I'm blasting, so your ass better duck. You think cause I'm young that I'm afraid to blast, but if you're thinking that you're gonna end up in the past, see, I don't give a fuck what you claim or who you be. You try to disrespect, so now you got a D-R-E if you wanna doubt a G.
Definitely, I think gang problem, you know, goes down in the Hispanic and the Mexican community. I mean, definitely, but you know, I think people start thinking for themselves, and if they really think, you know, for themselves and say to themselves, you know, I'm not owning any piece of this street, you know, I'm not owning any piece of this hood, and why am I gonna die for it?
He just fucking, you know, he took a bullet in the neck. Fools fucking act stupid, don't know how to fight, so they gotta put out a gun. You know, it's 2 fools against my brother. They could have just jumped his ass. They didn't have to shoot the motherfucker. But he's chilling, dog. He's kicking it. You know what I mean? He's taking care of all the artwork for the albums. He's still writing hooks and rhymes and shit, trying to make beats still. He fucking he takes care of all the business side of things, so he's still in the mix, you know what I mean? You know, his only fucking restriction is that he can't move from the neck down, so, you know, he's chilling though.
I got shot in the face right here in the chin, and swallowed the bullet, man. That's true. So if anybody ever has anything bad to say about me, they have nothing bad to say about me, you know what I mean? I got shot in the face, I survived it, didn't pull rat like most people would. That's just the way I am, that's the way it is.
When people ask me about it and like, yeah, you guys started that and you guys did this and that, it's like, it's cool, but we didn't really start that for that reason. We didn't start it for people to be out there tripping and tripping and this dude and that dude. It wasn't for that, man. It was to get us to get going, man, make some money, man, get our families growing and doing better things, get you out the ghetto, man, and make, you know, and influence other kids to, let's get into hip hop, man, get out of this gang, man, don't go that route, man, and try something that kept me out of doing bad, because I grew up in the ghetto, man, and I grew up around Crips and I grew up around Mexicans, and it was one for all for one in that place, man, and the music saved me, or I would have been dead or locked up or caught up with the rest of my homies, man, because I don't have too many left from my childhood days, and that's what we were trying to do. We're trying to get people to get going and feel good, man, and just make this thing happen and not be so much hatred.
Me and my partners, we getting old. We making money and pimping hoes. That's just our life and the way it goes. So please don't hate us, just let it go. Hey, hey, working in no house, your girl gave up the trunk shot. She said I drove her local.
Keep it racking, my nigga. Niggas bout scratch, my niggas will peel your batch, nigga. 7-figure niggas, to and from hustling for chips, nigga. Nicking and diming for my timing. My niggas stay grinding, rowdy stripes on cocaine cuts. My niggas don't give a fuck, we'll rip shit up.
Nigga's a ghetto word. We all come from the ghetto, man. You know what I mean? We all grew up together. Whether you black, Mexican, we all saw the same thing in the streets.
Somebody's your dog, that's your nigga. Bottom line.
No, homie, I don't use the N-word, homie. I'm Chicano, homie. We stay strictly Chicano, homie. You know what I mean? We're not trying to be something we're not, and we're never gonna use the N-word in none of our raps, homie.
That's just not me. You know what I mean?
I say whatever the fuck I want to say on my shit. You know what I mean? Period.
It's niggas like partner. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? You can call your hoe your nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I don't use that word in my raps at all.
Motherfuckers been in jail and that'll never come out their mouth.
But we just got a bad habit over here saying that shit. And, you know, it's definitely one of my resolutions to stop saying that too. In Los Angeles, South Central, West Inglewood, chances are half of the kids on the block that live there are black and Hispanic, all riding together. So it's not uncommon where you hear a Mexican guy call a motherfucker, you know, nigga, but not in the sense where he's using it with the ER, you know, trying to be offensive.
We're not black, you know, that's for them, for, you know, black people to say. Nah, not at all.
Nah, dog. Prison system, that shit's not cool.
I do. I use it.
Again, politely can suck my dick because I grew up in motherfucking around niggas. You hear me? I grew up around niggas. I'm a Mexican. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up around niggas. You know what I'm saying? Half of my downest niggas that'll fucking take a bullet for me are niggas. So I can say nigga all the fuck I want. Don't worry about me.
That's penitentiary shit, bro, to be honest with you. You got, in California, you got norteños and you got sureños, you know. The norteños hooked up with the brothers. The norteños hooked up, you know, more with the blacks, whatever. So they say niggas. The sureños, they hooked up more with the border brothers. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans from Mexico, they hooked up more with them. So they don't trip like that. They ain't down with that.
Nah, I won't say that.
Why?
Because I'm not black, man. Plain and simple, I'm not black. I'm not gonna try to rap black. I'm not gonna try to use words, you know, that are black slang. You know what I mean? We got our slang. We don't need to use black slang.
I remember one time we was on tour and the Rolling Stone or SPM magazine, whatever, sent a reporter out,
and my homeboy Everlast was on the bus with us, and we're rolling dice, and doing everything we do and shit, and Everlast says that word a couple times, you know what I mean? And nobody takes it personally because I know that he's not coming from of a point of view where he's saying, hey, nigger or something, you know what I mean? Everlast, that's my nigga, you know what I mean? Now, when I just said that, you just envisioned Everlast and me being friends. You didn't really think of me calling Everlast, a nigger, you know what I mean?
I use it on a daily basis. That's ever since I've been young, that's just been a way of talk. I don't mean it no disrespect. That's when I say my nigga, that's my partner, that's my boy, that's my homie.
Yeah, I think Texas Mexicans are kind of raised around blacks too, and they kind of get along. I think maybe other places it's more segregated, you know what I mean? But Mexicans and blacks, like where I'm in Vallejo, you know what I'm saying? They just call me Taco. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. We was laughing at this shit. What's up, niggas? The word nigga, man, is a product of my environment, dog. In Vallejo, where I'm from, white boys say nigga, Filipinos say nigga, Samoans say nigga, fucking Iranians say nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know fucking Iranian. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me if I'm not politically correct. But that's all I knew, so it's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
It's gonna be a word that is misunderstood for years to come.
1, 2, 3, 4, say one.
Check it out, boogie down on the dance floor.
Money, mo.
Let me in, know I'm kicking.
Tattoo is a way I can personally get to somebody. I can get in their ear and sit down and rap to them. Redman and Method Man, those fools are a pleasure to tattoo, man. It's like, how much is it gonna cost me to tattoo them? Is what I'm thinking. Because they're fucking characters, man. You know what I mean? Shit. They lock me in, so they want me drawing all the time. You know what I mean?
Check it out, boogie down on the dance floor. Let me in, know I'm kicking in the
foul, stealing niggas' albums.
My own show.
At his own show. You know we're in the fucking Bronx.
Oh shit, banana.
How old I am? I'm 8.
Just turning.
Yeah. It's hard at times and everything, but I'm a strong woman. I always keep it moving. I got no choice but to keep it moving.
Fucking M1 for your tongue. Leaving all your nigga play the bitches sprung. Down one with a bomb, wrong.
What the deal with the shit you did with Master P? Shit, man, ain't no fucking deal. Fuck that nigga. I was just a young kid just getting in the game, so I respect it. I ain't really make no nigga off of it.
Check it out, boogie down on the dance floor. Let me in, know I'm kicking in the dough.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Check it out, boogie down on the dance floor. Let me in, know I'm kicking in the dough.
It's just beautiful what's going on because America don't want to play Mexicans on the radio. America don't want to put Mexicans, no sitcoms, no Mexicans on television. America do a Coca-Cola commercial and put a white baby, a black baby, and if you see any other kind of baby, it'll be a Chinese baby. And all I can tell America is thank you. Thank you so much, because the more you hate on something, the stronger that something gets.
We're gonna continue to drop music independent, man. Until the motherfuckers realize they gotta come knock on my door and holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Cause we're gonna continue to make money, we're gonna make stacks.
Stacks! This how you make
more and more stacks.
Stacks in this bitch.
Off this music though, off this music, that's the point.
My power right here. Power in the pen. My motherfucking mind is my power. All that shit, money, the respect is gonna come through my pen. It's like this, I am a Mexicano. You see those motherfuckers laying that concrete, those are my people. Building all them skyscrapers, those are my people. The ladies with the fucking hotels vacuuming up after y'all's dirty asses, those are my people. Those are my tios, my tias, my grandfathers, whatever, you know what I'm saying? My mom, my pops, strawberry pickers, all that shit. This is my lawnmower, my fucking shovel, my hard hat, everything. It's a labor worker, I'm a labor worker, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my fucking hard hat on, I'm gonna go get it, dog. Money, power, respect, for real.
You already know who it is, it's your boy Pancho Villa. I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? You just seen that, we showed Tommy G love. Got love for the whole salty water, you know what I'm saying? But, shit's different now, it's a lot different now. Word has it on the street that Tommy G snitching, you know what I'm saying? somebody from the inside told some of my people, you know what I'm saying, that he's snitching. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think it's true. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe. I called down, checked my warrants. I ain't got no warrants right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's true, but, you know, I ain't finna fuck with no snitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like that. It's all bad, you know what I'm saying? Niggas you think you friends, grew up with, niggas you have around your kids and shit, same neighborhood since you was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? A turn on you and shit. Shows you can't trust nobody in this game at all. I don't give a fuck what y'all been through, how many hoes y'all fucked, how many niggas y'all shot, how much dope y'all sold. You can't trust nobody when it comes down to it. Cause when the feds get in their life, you know what I'm saying, it changes, you know what I'm saying? It turns the realest nigga into a straight K. When they come at him with 15, I'll give you 5 if you snitch on your boy. Look at Sammy the Bull and John Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Sammy the Bull, straight up killer, murderer, you know what I'm saying? Still snitch on his boy, John Gotti. He never thought it would happen, but that goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? It can happen, you can't trust nobody at all. So, you know, my advice to anybody doing dirt, and you got a clique of niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tight, y'all G'd up, whatever, making hella loot. It ain't worth it, dude. The laws ain't gonna catch you. Somehow or another, it's gonna come back on you, and selling drugs really ain't the way to do it, you know what I'm saying? So I can't recommend that to none of my thug niggas out there, you know what I'm saying? South Park, Mexico. I heard about South Park, Mexico. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got family, you know what I'm saying? They heard about South Park, and just speak a little bit on that. It's a fucked up situation, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much wrong that nigga did to a lot of my people, you know what I'm saying? How much wrong he did to, you know, my fellow music people, industry friends, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't wish that on nobody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, him personally did some dirt with me, you know what I'm saying? He was fucking with powder, he picked up powder as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I was wrong, you know what I'm saying, to do that to me as a friend, but still, I don't care what he did to me. I don't feel like nobody deserves 45 years, you know what I'm saying? If it's not true what he did, you know what I'm saying? But me, I got 2 little girls. If it is true, you know what I'm saying, he's lucky that he got away with that, you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot worse for him. But, you know, just saying, you know what I'm saying, I don't think it's true, you know, that he did that, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish that on no nigga, you know what I'm saying, get 45 years, you know what I'm saying? 5, you bet, that's good for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? 10 up to 45, no, I don't wish that on nobody, because that's basically just like dying, you know what I'm saying? You go in jail, you gotta listen to people and shit, you know what I'm saying? Go by their rules, tell you what time to shit and piss and do all that. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't even like you got life. So I think it's a fucked up situation, you know what I'm saying? For that nigga, you know, I don't wish no bad on nobody. But as far as the Potter situation, we already touched upon that. But you know, she's still under contract. I don't care who fucks with her, you know what I'm saying? I got the paperwork, you know what I'm saying? It's straight up notarized, everything's legit, you know what I'm saying? So she's on a 57-page contract. I ain't breached contract, you know what I'm saying? It's all gravy, so, you know, maybe that's why Dope House ain't put her out yet, but as soon as somebody does, you know what I'm saying, I'ma cash in, you know what I'm saying? The future, I see a lot of good things in the future. I see me prospering in the future, you know what I'm saying? Because me, you know, I've changed, you know, I've adapted, you know what I'm saying? Not being over there no more, you know what I'm saying? Not being around, you know, all them chicken heads and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? All the drugs, you know, partying and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm more focused now on my music, you know what I'm saying? I look at every day as a blessing that the Lord gave me, you know what I'm saying? To be, you know, to breathe, you know what I'm saying? To be alive, to be free. I'm loving every day of it, you know what I'm saying? I got some real people, some real folks that's, you know, helping me out, you know what I'm saying? It's just a blessing. Everybody I meet from ever since Tommy did that shit or supposed to do that shit, it's a blessing. Everybody meets for a purpose, you know what I'm saying? So I see number of blessings and prosperity for the near future. Pancho Villa lifestyle and that legacy.